Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Donkey of the day for Friday, July 24th goes to the Washington football team. I say Washington football team with a question mark. I know when you heard me say that, you said, what is the Washington football team? Now, I looked it up this morning. Washington, D.C. is home to 22 flag football teams that play under the D.C. Gay Flag Football League. The D.C. Defenders of the XFL began playing in February in D.C. But we all know the most famous football team in D.C. is the team formerly known as the Redskins, the fifth most valuable franchise in the NFL, now known as strictly Washington football team. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's go to Fox Business News for the report, please.
The most boring name in the history of sports. It will tell you that ESPN is reporting that effective immediately, Washington, D.C.'s NFL franchise is going to be calling itself, quote, the Washington football team, pending adoption of a new name.
Now, I've heard of unemployed people being between jobs. I've heard of people who are moving, being between houses. I've even heard of people of faith being between blessings. But I've never in my life heard of a football team being between names. All those executives up there making all that money, none of y'all could think of anything better to do in the meantime. Okay? Y'all didn't have any better entertainment for the halftime show. In fact, during this intermission, we didn't even need a performance. We could have just went to get snacks. Okay? Y'all couldn't think of nothing better? I understand Redskins is offensive. Okay, I'm glad they're changing the name, but bruh, they have been the Redskins since 1933. In fact, they were the Boston Redskins, and then when the franchise moved to D.C. in 1937, they became the Washington Redskins. So 83 years you have unapologetically been the Redskins, ignoring everyone who said that name was offensive. But now all of a sudden, it's such an immediate need to change it that you just decided to be Washington football team. Only person who ever changed their name to nothing was Prince. But at least Prince had an interesting symbol. Y'all could have done that. Okay, y'all could have said y'all the Washington football team and then gave the world a great logo. That could have worked for the moment. I would have rather seen that in the meantime, okay, than what y'all did, which is nothing. I'm also not mad at the simplicity. Sometimes we complicate things by giving it these extravagant names, but you can't just be Washington football team. You have to add a the. So Washington, the football team, like Chance, the rapper, or Benny, the butcher, Tyler, the creator. The changes things. Chance rapper, Benny butcher, Tyler creator, right? Okay. Washington football team. That all sounds stupid. But when you add a the, Washington, the football team, that sounds kind of hard. Now we might have something, okay? Redskins have a lot of fans out there, all right? That DMV area reps hard for their squad. Taraji P. Henson, Kevin Durant, Wale, Dale Earnhardt Jr., they love their Redskins, and they deserve better than this. And furthermore, the name should be a no-brainer, okay? You've been offending indigenous people all these years, offending Native Americans all these years. Sit down with some Native Americans and come up with something that they all find empowering. And boom, you got your name. It's really just that simple. How is it so easy for y'all to systemically offend, but you cannot systemically uplift? And I don't think you understand the impact that this no name change has on black and brown people. All right, there is a comedian named Donnell Rollins. You may have heard of him. Ashy Larry. Okay, you know Ashy Larry, right? Whenever there's a comedy show and it's like Monique and Friends, Dave Chappelle and Friends, he's always one of the friends. Yes, that guy, right? Funny individual. Brings a lot of joy into people's lives. And currently, he is miserable. All right? More miserable than usual. Sick over Washington football team. Okay, when you script the team's identity, when you script their name, you script the identity of the fans. They feel nameless. They feel lost. Okay, what are they supposed to do with years and years of merchandise? And in DC, you have to be specific about what football team you're talking about, because like I told y'all earlier, they have 22 flag football teams that play under the DC Gay Flag Football League. So right now, brothers like Donnell Rollins are not okay. Okay, they're sick. Literally. In fact, a welfare check had to be done on Donnell Rollins because of this no name change. Okay, a brother who had to perform the welfare check called up and told us what happened when he had to do a welfare check on Donnell Rollins due to Washington's no name change. Okay, listen.
I was in the hotel, and so we had to do a welfare check. So I go in the room,
and I turned the corner, and he's laying butt naked in the middle of the bed in a fetal position. So
at this point, did you know it was Donnell Rawlings?
Yeah, I knew. So then after that, I smacked the side of the wall. I'm like, bam, I start smacking the wall. All of a sudden, he wakes up. He's like, oh, my God!
Wow. Pray for our brother Donnell. Pray for brother Ashy Cheeks. Pray for all Washington fans. Once again, Washington football team, sit with some Native Americans. All right, same way you use the slur that offended Native Americans all these years, find a name that empowers Native Americans, indigenous people. And if you don't want to do Native Americans, just find a name that uplifts and empowers a marginalized community. All right, D.C. was known as Chocolate City. All right, they're still known as Chocolate City. Okay, so maybe name it something that empowers black people. But literally, all you culturally clueless executives who work for that franchise, your mindset should be, we offended for 83 years with Redskins. Let's uplift and empower with the next name. Simple. Please give the Washington football team the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Yes, man, and please, man, pray for Donnell Rawlings. Today, let's do hashtag pray for Ashy Cheeks.
Hashtag
let's send,
pray for Ashy Cheeks.
I mean, just we want to send some positive vibes, you know.
Okay.
So go to Donnell Rawlings on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He's not really active on Twitter. So at Donnell Rawlings on Instagram, and, you know, just go into whatever his latest pictures are, the pictures he posts all day, and just put hashtag pray for Ashy Cheeks. You know what I mean? Brother, they had to do a welfare check on our brother because of this name change. Some people take these name changes seriously, man.
All right. All right, when we come
7 years old. He's been a Redskins fan for a long time.
He sure has. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
That's right. And please pray for Ashy Cheeks, man.
That's right. Hashtag pray for Ashy Cheeks. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notes. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.